I haven't ever been able to fully convince myself that I have to suffer in order to get what I desire. Do I have to work for it? Yes. Do I have to be disciplined? Yes. Do I have to do things even when I don't feel like doing it a couple times or times? Yeah. But do I have to suffer? No. Because being like neurodivergent and growing up with like severe fucking trauma, um, school was very hard for me growing up. And then I went to this all white, all girls college prep school, Catholic, if I didn't mention that already. I didn't. Um, that I wasn't prepared to academically be in. And I don't fault my mother for sending me there. I mean, she was trying to do right by me. I mean, she was trying to just make sure I had a good future. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I just was not prepared to do that. And even my white girl classmates who had help and maybe other resources, and not even maybe, they majority of times did. Um, I don't know. They were like the main ones having panic attacks and talking about they wasn't sleeping for weeks on end and like addicted to coffee and all this crazy shit. And I'm like, I don't know. They were just, and like the teachers and everybody would tell us like, yeah, like it's gonna be hard right now, but we make it harder than college, so that college is like smooth sailing. Our brains are still developing, you wackos. And they'll still be developing when we get to college, but that's besides the point. We are children. We are children. We are children. We are children who who are taking their lives way too serious. Because all we can do is try our best. But these extremely high expectations that are causing these girls to have health issues, is it worth it? No, it's not. I left that school, and not even because I wanted to. My mother actually pulled me out because she found me ripping up papers in my room. I was doing it real calm, but she was like, "Nah, we not." So I remember she was like, "We not doing this. You going to the public school?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Yes." I was like, "No," because as much as I hated it, I also struggled socially too. But that's not even the point of this video. She wait, where was I going with this? Oh, I didn't want to start over. Like I felt like starting over with social, you know, the S word that comes after social. Um, guidelines. I can't be playing. I can't be playing like that. But what teenager would want to just start over, even if they are going through hell? I mean, I don't know. Don't get me that wrong. I wanted to leave, but I don't know. My point is, I don't believe I should have to suffer to get something that I want. And that logic and that way of thinking is like really harmful. And I feel like it's just been pushed on me by society, by my family, by the world. And I just always ended up leaving things that had me struggling and down bad. Even if I initially was just trying to see it through, I always was trying to see it through. I've been trying to see my life through, and where the fuck, what like, nah. At some point, you just gotta put certain shit to the side, bro. It ain't worth all that. Like, my life has been unnecessarily hard because of like trying to see it through. I can't force my body to do shit like that anymore. And I feel like my body is like, I just can't handle stuff like that anymore. Like, my tolerance is just so fucking low for bullshit, bro. Like, I can't even, like, be friends with the same people who hurt me, even though as much as I love for them, it's like my nervous system is just not safe around these motherfuckers. I just can't shake that. Like, I can forgive you, I can do all of this, but like certain shit you just gotta let die. For real. Like, I've really outgrown who I used to be, and that means I've outgrown belief systems and patterns and all the shit that like kept me having a certain life and attracting certain things. So because I'm not that muff no more, guess what? I don't got a lot of them friends. Like, I really just I outgrew a lot. I haven't ever experienced something that started out bad that ended up good, that ended up being worth it. That hasn't ever happened before. If it started bad, it's always ended up worse. And it's just so crazy because of like the job I'm working. I was working. I mean, I knew I was gonna leave soon, but because of all like the stuff that they put me through, day by day it got harder to even imagine another day, another week, another couple of weeks there. And they kept pushing me at my limit. Then I was like, today I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them like the last day I'm scheduled so far, like that's gonna be my last day. And I was already deciding that, but it's like having a conversation is the other thing. And like it's a real strict environment. It's a wannabe ass Michelin star ass restaurant, bro. All these strict ass rules with jewelry piercing and hair. They should basically just say leave yourself at the door because that's basically what you want to. That's basically what they want you to do. And we basically wear all black. Like it's a mad depressing environment and space. They have this rule that if you touch your hat or your face or anything on you, then you have to go wash your hands. I don't know. So I'm already thinking, I'm like, yeah, y'all been wearing me thin. Like I genuinely can't do this anymore. And at this point, I don't even know if I'm gonna work even all the fucking days that I'm scheduled because they really been putting me through hell. I haven't ever felt this way about a job, and I've hated a lot of jobs. This one definitely tops all of them. Like the shit was fucking up my health in every way. Anyways, and I haven't even been there for that long. Like I've been there for a month, and it feels like it's been longer, way longer. It doesn't matter how busy we get; it still feels like time's going by slow. And we don't get a break. We only get a 30-minute break if you've been there for 9 hours. So nice, so relaxing, so rejuvenating, right? Right. Anyways, she pulls me to the side and told me that like she's had to tell me 4 or 5 times. I guess in general, it's not even that fucking day. Stupid asshole just walked in. Anyways, to like wash my hands or like stuff about touching myself and like how if she has to tell me again, then she's just gonna kick me off the team. And I'm just like, I'm honestly grateful that happened because that when that happened in my head, I was like, okay, I can't back down now. Like I actually have to leave because I was right about them feeling like they were probably gonna fire me. Because I'm always like, they have like a lot of people that work there, and I know that like the world, like I don't know, there's just been like a lot of stuff going on with like the weather, so they've been closed certain days, well, only really one day, and like you know, shutting down early, asking people to go home. But I noticed they really mainly only asked me to go home or offer it or be like, oh, like I remember one day like you don't have to come in. So I'm already knowing. I'm like, I'm on the shopping block. That don't automatically have to mean that, but I'm like, I'm very intuitive, so I'm like already be knowing where shit's headed, right, Baxter. So I don't know. I just rather remove myself from a job before I get fired, because I mean, 10 times out of 10, I didn't want to be there anyway. So yeah, I just knew the situation was just only gonna get worse, and it's like I didn't want to leave so abruptly and make a situation for myself. However, I don't tolerate disrespect well. Um, I stopped working in. I've made a rule to myself when I was younger that I was just gonna stop working in the food industry because if you work the food, you already know. It's just not for everybody. So I stopped, but then I was trying to figure some shit out. Unemployed for months. So I was like, I just need a fucking job at this point. I was in survival mode, bitch. Like, I need to see some dollars, multiple dollars in my bank account as soon as possible, consistently. So it served its purpose. I just needed something, bitch. Something. It wasn't ever gonna be like a forever thing. Yeah.